What is going on, everybody? We are back on it. Back again. Berserk, brand new chapter 376. I was just talking about this since we think we wrapped up the 1997 anime adaptation about 2-3 weeks ago. And I'd been asking, at least Patreon, because it's going to be a while till that gets up to YouTube. I'm like, hey, I'm running out of episodes here. Are we just going to be dry with Berserk content? Is there any manga whispers? Nothing. Then people were like, hey, red alert. Chapter's supposed to be dropping this month. I'm like, oh, okay. Let's relax. It's not serious. 28th, here we are. So I'm hyped for it. I don't know how long it's going to be. If we get any decent type of content, plot point moving forward, absolutely no idea. It's brand new Berserk content. I'm here for it. I'm going to put this up on Monday like we used to do with the Berserk content. So this should come out. This should be like 12 o'clock Monday, 12 p.m. Vagabond will be up like in a couple hours after this, so don't worry about that. That'll be uploaded. I'm just hyped for it. Absolutely hyped for it. We just finished the manga, the 97 adaptation a couple weeks ago, so we're just kind of out here just waiting. Hey, at least we got something. Wish I could say the same for Hunter x Hunter. I went back and skimmed the last chapter. Guts got captured. If you want to call that captured, these guys seem, with Rickart's help, are not going to be like oppressing us or imprisoning us. So I guess I wouldn't say captured. Under different circumstances, maybe. But we could call it captured for now. Either way, he's mentally defeated. Casca was taken, a handful of chapters ago. And not just, yes, taken, but taken by Griffith as well. And there wasn't anything we could do about it. We just kind of like watched it happen, So I don't know if we're going to have to spend some time. I'm saying it like we have chapters. This could span across years with as slow as we're getting these chapters. I don't know how close we are to the end. And again, if there's because I'm caught up like you guys, so I won't get spoiled on anything. Shouldn't. If there's a Twitter page out there or a reliable YouTube page or anybody that's like pumping out Berserk news, Berserk content, feel free to link it and let me know. I can keep up with that instead of you guys trying to have to like fill me in. But as far as like, I don't know if we're close to the end of the story. I don't know how many chapters they're anticipating that it may take to get to the end. I don't know how many chapters we're anticipating to get this year, and kind of what all is going on, or if any of that information is even out as far as how many more chapters, how long it's going to take chapters this year. But if there's anybody out there that's pumping out that kind of content, let me know. So I say all that to say, I don't know if we're going to spend an entire arc or chapters worth of Guts having to mentally overcome losing her and who he lost her to and who that child of theirs turned out to be, this like half Griffith, half child mixture. And there's a whole bunch of questions that go into that as far as, can like the God Hand himself, like 101, Mr. I Am Him, can he be killed in that child state? Like, is he that defenseless? Like, you could just end the child and the God Hand that is Griffith at the same time? Like, is it that easy? I haven't gotten into all that. And again, I'd love to sit here and say, like, I don't want to theory craft too much, because what was it, November that we got the last chapter? I don't want to sit here and go into like an hour long of like, well, how is Griffith weekend, and what is Casca gonna do while she's in there? Is she gonna try to escape, and what does this mean for Griffith, and do they have a kid that, what does this mean for Guts, and like how long is it gonna take him to mentally get over it, and could him and Daiba and the other Kashan, could they march on Falcone and actually take them? Like, probably not, but it's like the other God Hand and their influence. There's so many questions that we can dive into, and the whole destiny thing that overrides it. But I want to sit here and dive into it and then go, another November to December, January, February, March, and go another like 6 months between chapters to just like retouch on that information again. So it sucks not having like hundreds of chapters after this to just like spam go into and talk about. We just kind of have to take it one chapter at a time, which kind of sucks. But I guess this is what normal people do, like when I guess regular animes are releasing, like when One Piece releases a chapter, or let's say Naruto releases a chapter, or Attack on Titan. You don't just get dumped 100 chapters, so you kind of get to a point, and who knows how long it could take in between chapters, where you might get like a chapter every who knows how long. That might all you be those couple panels and pages is all you kind of have to go off of. So We'll see. Let's go ahead and get it started. I'm just happy to have a chapter. Go over here, press play on that. Turn that up a little bit right here. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Turn the volume down right there. All right, brand new Berserk chapter 376. Hopefully we get some good info here. Are we recording? Because that would be highly unfortunate. I think we are. Chapter 376. What awaits in the Kashan lands? Volume 42 now out for sale. Oh. And like, I posed the question, like, is he just gonna give in to like the darkness of like the suit and the armor and everything? Like, now that his mental is completely shattered, like, it's a lot. What? I'm being swept away. There's Shirka. You gonna come like save us? You here to pull us back, or like, what's up, girl? Yeah, go ahead and pull us back to the deep. Out of the deep. Where do they go? Oh, they still do have us chained up. One handcuff, by the way. What's that? This reminds him in this cell. Reminds me of what were those couple chapters we got with the other elf at the time? God, I forget the name. Oh God, it was right there. That didn't want to like leave the flower. Chick, I forget. Yeah, they got him locked up. I'm assuming we're not in Falconia, right? We're at the other, because there's no way they bring him. There's no way. This has to be the Kashan place, I would assume. Where are you going? What's this about Guts being locked up? Oh, you must release him from the dungeon at once. I grow weary of this, Rickert. The Black Swordsman, Guts was his name. We know him well and how dangerous he is, so leaving him to his own devices is out of the question. It's not just for our safety, but his own. Guys, come the fuck on now. You understand, yes? No. Young Master Salat, Rickert, come with me. I'm not gonna lie to you, this man right here. This man, I think you guys can see my cursor. He's still a man, by the way. Because at the point in the story, we had just talked about it. Because if you were reading the manga up to the point of the eclipse happening, or just watching the 1997 anime adaptation up to the point of the eclipse happening, Guts at that point in time, to the viewer's knowledge, is the strongest human on the entire planet, in my opinion, is the conclusion that I came to with some other viewers, you know. Now again, at that time we didn't know what really existed on the demonic side, or the witchcraft and wizardry and everything like that. But up to that point, as far as a viewer goes, whether you're reading or watching, Guts is the strong, like, pinnacle of like human strength at that point, you know. But is it safe to say that this man right here is the strongest? What do we want to say? Is he the strongest Nod God Hand on the entire planet? On either plane, by the way. If we just say Griffith and then God Hand right below, right? Is he's him, right? Are we putting him above Skull? Nah, I don't know. We definitely put him above Zod. I mean, if you remove God Hand, he's in the conversation for strongest being / human alive, which is actually insane, in my opinion. What are we gonna do? She's completely out of it. The sun rose ages ago, but she's not waking up. It's weird. She slipped into the deepest layers. She never bungles it like this. Stupid Shirka. Even this girl risked it all for Guts. Oh! The other, now I'm just getting pissed again thinking about it. The other useless elves and wizards are over here that proceeded to do not shit, and then I've supposedly been told now have no power since their little homeland, Elf Island, got destroyed. They're here too with him. That's kind of crazy. Even this girl risked it all for guts. Astonishing, this young thing capable of releasing her ethereal body. Okay, I don't know the name of Durga aside. The mortal potential of these people. Should I be able to command them? Okay, let's not. Pardon me, we were being led to the palace when... Peace? We were a bit rough on you before, but I have something to discuss. Bro, you roughed us up. And you essentially have our leader locked up. What do you want? What do you want, Papa? I am to understand that you set out from some fairy island far from here, that it dissolved like foam on the sea over the course of but a single night. Fleeting. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound great. Like, what do you want me to do? Young master, we too know what it's like to lose a home, to roam without aim. Forgive me. Yeah, you over here saying like we're not telling the truth, as you've been over here getting shit on for the last decades or however long. So this is the girl who can rein in the beast? As Ganishka's general, I face but one man equal to me in battle. It surprised me at the time, as I had a whole host of Daka and Pishaka, water under the bridge now. Honestly, you're stronger than Guts, even with the armor. If it's not for Zod's help, I don't think Guts stands a chance, to be honest. They fought each other? Deba and Guts? Young master, these people are also of great interest to me, well versed in the dark arts. What say you? Shall I take them under my wing? Will you give them over to me? What does he want? Because when you make comments like, these people, should I be able to command them? What do you want here, truthfully? Oh no, I accidentally looked over at the scroll bar. We're past halfway. Damn. Do as you like. I mean, is he our new, essentially, what was her name? Elf King, I forget her name. She was useless, by the way. But he's able to do crazy things without the need of... Because I need to refresh my memory on how essentially them losing that island just like nukes all their ability to use magic or power. Like they're like one, and like they need that to like generate their power. But he clearly operates without needing something like that. Can he not just like infuse a new power source to where they could draw their power from, or what? Because I mean, he's got people here that are at least somehow magically, not somehow, but somewhat magically trained. Just teach us a different way. Under his wing? What will become of us now? Hold on now, please wait. What? If you have business with us, send an envoy. Bro, you're right here. Why do I need to send an envoy? I'm grateful that you've taken us weary travelers in and guaranteed our safety, but what do you mean by giving us over to him? It seems you still don't understand. On stormy seas, your ship drifted in Kashan waters, and you travelers in your travels came to an end. We're low-key captives, let's be honest. You are now refugees. Custom dictates that you will serve in our military, that is all. Indeed, young master, now you may roll your eyes all you like. But over many moons does the twisting of reason set the world teetering on the brink. We, fated to be sport of demons, find ourselves gathered in this place. What would you call it if not good fortune, young master? These people should get to hear us out, if only by virtue of who they are. Yeah, can you give us a breakdown here? Explain to us the world, the situation, what's going on, and what do y'all want? What's the plan? Let's be clear about it too. Let's be grown and actually communicate. What's gonna happen, do you think? Like I'd know. Oh yeah, now I forgot he was breaking down crying, seeing guts, and not just cut his way through everybody. Oh, you're no fun. Shut up. Sorry, may I? I knew it was you, Puck. I'm glad. It's me, Rickert. Haven't seen you since Master Godot's cave. Oh, you know him? Sorry, he's just like this. I see. Do you seriously not remember? There's something I'd like to ask if that's alright. Why don't I see Casca anywhere? Didn't she set off for... Oh, yeah. Didn't she set off for your home on Elf Island together with you and Guts? Speaking of Guts, what is... no, never mind. It has to have been Griffith. But how? Why? That's a pretty great shot. What's is it just me, or like these last couple chapters, like what's Puck's vibes here? Something feels off. Something feels different. Even before Guts got like snatched up. I don't know if that's a purposely doing that. Like they're purposely writing him like that. I don't know, something feels off. Or if it's just like they don't know what to do with him, so they're just kind of like randomly. I don't know. Good question, good question. Considering the circumstances, I'll give you the unvarnished truth. We Kashan are recruiting troops and stockpiling arms. We're going to war. War, yes, and I suspect you know with whom. The Falcon of Light in Falconia. I'm gonna be honest with you, we just had that talk about, you know, Daiba being him and probably the strongest below the God Hand and all that. I'm gonna be really 100% real with you guys. They get slaughtered, by the way. I mean, absolutely done and dusted at this current state. Now, what becomes of... I still don't even really technically know. No matter how much the armor gives him an upgrade, I still don't... Because as far as with all the information we have, how the armor could give him a actual logical way to get through all that he has to get through just to get a chance to fight Griffith, and that if the armor would even do anything to even help him defeat Griffith at that point. Because we don't even know what Griffith's power set is, number one. And who's to say the other God Hand wouldn't step in, number two. To the point that, like, until we get some new information on, like, Griffith has a weakness, or the God Hand has a weakness, or we get a crazy, like, Super Saiyan Kaioken power-up, they just get slaughtered, by the way. The Falcon has the power to change the world down to its fundamental principles, and yet he leads the band of Falcon in suppressing the demons that run rampant outside the capital walls, ever expanding the borders of his city. Now we've received reports of the Falcon's vanguard forces spotted at the Kashan Empire's western borders. Do you know what this means? He fears that which lies beyond his reason, beyond the demonic. That is why Elf Island was wiped out. We are next, and there is not a moment to lose. See, I don't know. I don't know if that's why Elf Island was taken out, to be honest. I truly don't. I don't know. Again, a lot of things has to do with destiny in this. Because they would sense him coming, the demonicness that he is, before he even got in. But he was able to get in because he was the kid. But, like, did he always know they were going to go there? And he knew, like, oh, I turn into a kid and I see them, you know, in the full moon, and they'll be in there. I can get in there and destroy it at the same time. I don't know. I don't know. We move to attack the Falcon of Light. And it's over. 5.5 months, just like that. Gone. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Yeah, that's probably the best panel that we got. I mean, I don't feel bad about that. I mean, how many pages did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We got about 20 or so pages. I just miss the days when I just had like 200 plus chapters at my disposal, you know? What a time. Let me see if we can zoom out on this a little bit. Can we zoom out one more? We need to zoom in one. That's not bad. We'll go with that. It's nothing too crazy. I feel like we kind of already knew that as a viewer of they're planning to try to put together what they can to. But the thing is, like, I don't even want to say battle him, because I don't feel like, again, I think they get roasted and toasted 100%. I don't see, even with Daiba and how, like I said, I think he's the strongest thing not named a God Hand. Daiba, however you want to pronounce it. They just don't. I don't see it, because even if you go like tit for tat, their basic Kashan forces, they have like basic Midland forces, right? So let's say they're Kashan forces versus Midland forces. Like, boom, we're canceling each other out, right? Let's just call that what it is. They then have the like hundreds of like apostles at his disposal. What are you matching that with? Does Daiba have monsters and things that he can summon that can maybe cancel that out? Okay. Sure, I guess. Then there's the Zod factor of it. You would hope maybe the most worthless man this side of the Mississippi, Skull Knight, shows up for that and then cancels him out. Okay. I give that a little bit of a stretch. But then Daiba's got to somehow, or if he could get the other witches to do it, if he could get the other witches to somehow summon the monsters that could somehow then battle with the apostles, then okay. Then you've got, I'm trying to think like who's unaccounted for on the Kashan side. You've got like the Guts and his Berserker armor with Daiba there. Everybody else is already accounted for. Zod's fighting Skull Knight. Humans are fighting humans. Monsters are fighting apostles. You've got Daiba and Berserker armor Guts versus Griffith. Like, is that a thing? And the thing is, like, even if that is a thing, like, okay, let's give them a chance that they maybe could, right? We're gonna need to see a lot more progress in Guts' Berserker armor. I don't know what Destiny has in store for the other God Hands. Now, granted, probably the rest of the God Hands have never been like individually threatened, so I don't know what individually threatened enough to a point that they could actually be in danger of like actually being defeated. I know Skull Knight tries with Void all the time, but it doesn't seem to have gone anywhere, right? Would they step in out of... I know they kind of do what they want, right? They have free will to do what they want. Free will. Is Destiny going to assume that they fight for Griffith should he need it? I don't know. I don't know. And the thing is, like... Oh, God. I just don't think they have enough. Because I think I'm giving the Kashan side a little too much credit. The Kashan humans fighting the Midland humans, you could call that a wash. I'll give that a wash. I don't know if we have enough beast and things that we can summon that are on the level of like the apostles that he has. So I think the apostles are going to be stronger than any beast he could summon. Unless Shirka and him and the other witches come up with some crazy shit that like we don't really see, then maybe okay. Again, Zod goes Skull Knight. Are Daiba in fully maybe realized potential, plus maybe a little bit of Shirka assistance, Guts, and that enough to even sniff Griffith? I don't know, because we don't even know what Griffith's power set is. Maybe he'll get destroyed on the inside from like Casca or something. I don't know. A lot of moving parts. Again, glad to have this here to talk about. It's unfortunate we can't get more, but again, if you guys have heard anything, any whispers in the bushes, because what are we? We're about to be, oh shit, we're almost halfway through the year. Coming up on May. Next thing you know, it'll be June. We'll be 6 months in. If you guys have heard anything, if there's anything I can follow out there, YouTube or Twitter wise, let me know. And let's hope for... How many chapters did we get last year? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first one came out... Oh! Holy shit, the first one came out the exact same day as it did this year. What in the coincidence shit is that? So we didn't get one till 4 months in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we ended up getting 4 chapters. Okay, well, if we're doing the same dates, next one came out a month, and then 4 months, and then 2 months. June. If we can get one by mid-June, that'd be pretty perfect. So we'll see. Again, any news out there, let me know. Just glad to have some Berserk to talk about. Let me know what you guys think. We'll go ahead and leave it there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, and subscribe. Until next time, and as always...